Welcome back to the Campus Ministry Show on location. I'm Father Logue, host of the show and chaplain at Lancaster Catholic High School. And today we continue our interviews with the sisters at Mariawald here, and we have a special surprise guest that Sister Caroline introduced us to, Sister Anastasia. Thank you so much for joining us. And so I just hope to learn a little bit about sort of how you became a sister. So what led you to become a sister in the first place?
Okay, for me, really, I got this vocation of becoming a sister when I was very, very young, maybe 5 years old, something like that. I used to go from our home to go to the parish to take milk from there. And then when I was being given the milk, I could go to the sister's house and looking for the children who were dressing like the sisters so that we could go and play together. Because I was so young, I didn't know that these are the people who join when they are big. So I didn't know. But I could go and just stand there outside, peeping inside, whether I could see the other children like me. But unfortunately, I didn't see them. And then as the days went on, the years went on, when I was growing up is when I came to know now, what does it mean, really, religious life? And so, so somebody can join there when somebody is big or whatever. Because I still remember we were being taught religion by a father. And then he was asking, who wants to become a sister? Then he explained to me, how does it mean when you become a sister? So from there, then I really started cultivating my vocation, yeah. So then after that, when I finished my high school, I went for teacher training college. And then from there, there was also another priest who was talking so much about vocation, and there were many congregations, but immediately I was really struck by the Missionary Sisters of the Precious Blood. And then I told the father straight away I would like to join to this congregation. So
well, that's really good to know, because I think sometimes for people discerning religious life, it can seem overwhelming that there's so many different options. So what was it that drew you to this community?
Because there was a sister there, and then the way he was explaining to this congregation and the way the sisters dressed, I like it very much, their dressing. And then secondly, she was talking about like when you become a sister, you are not only going maybe to stay in your own country or something like that. So you can be sent to anywhere, maybe outside of my country, Tanzania, outside of Africa, outside of, I was like, oh wow, that's what I like it really, to go outside to experience other people also, how they live. So because I wanted really to know different cultures.
Yeah.
Also. So it was, and the other sisters, they were more to the local congregations where they like diocesans or something like that. So I was not there.
You wanted to go out and see the world.
I just wanted to go out, yeah.
So where have you been in the world in your time as a sister?
I have been most of the time because my profession, I am a teacher by profession, but of course now retired as a teacher. So I have been teaching for more than 25 years. But I was rather in my country. And that was really, I was happy doing that job, yes, but it wasn't really, I was deep down, I was still waiting, when will I go out? Because my fulfillment was not fulfilled being just there in the country. As I said, I wanted to go out.
Yeah.
So, but later on, then I was transferred from there in Africa, from my country, Tanzania, I went to Sudan. And Sudan, maybe you have seen in the geography or whatever, it's a country which they had a civil war for a very long time. So it was really very difficult there, but I didn't mind. So I really just went and I learned with the other people, and we got along. And then after that, back to Nairobi, or the Kenya. Then from there, I was transferred to Rome. That I said, okay, now they have fulfilled really my joy. So I went to Rome, and I stayed there for 2.5 years. And unfortunately, one sister here in this community died suddenly, and they needed a person to come to cover that place. So my general superior asked me again if I could come there. Going to America? Wow! I was really so happy. So then I came here in America. And before I left Rome, I went to Austria, I went to Netherlands, I went to Germany. Yeah. And now, since I am here, I went to Canada. So really, I have really,
seen the world pretty well.
Seen the world.
That's awesome.
But hope maybe if God wish, before I die, I might go to another country also. I wouldn't mind.
What's your favorite country that you visited?
All these countries
Hard to pick?
America.
America?
America. Yeah. America. Really, I see America people, they are really, I'm not saying because you are here, I don't know whether you are an American, but probably, okay, it's okay. But what I'm really saying, Americans, I found they are different. They are friendly. They are kind. You can get really alone. It's not hard really to get alone with an American. While also, like when I was there in Italy, first of all, they stick very much to their language. And then if you don't know Italian, you find out as if you are lost. You are lost, really. And then if you go to the immigration, you can just go there immigration. And then the first time, okay, they allow you to speak English, but if you go the second time, they're expecting you to know Italian, and you speak Italian. And if you don't speak Italian, for how long you have been there? 3 months. 3 months, and you are not speaking Italian. So it was, but American really, you don't, even if you go to immigration, you don't find those kind of things really.
Well, sister, I wasn't fishing for a compliment, but I'll take it.
Okay, really, yeah.
And I studied in Rome in my seminary training.
Okay.
And I always laughed when we went to the immigration places to get our sojournos. It would be all of us seminarians and a bunch of sisters, and they'd be showing us videos like how to get your kids enrolled in public schools. Yeah. And I'm like, do you know who the audience is here?
Yeah. But really, I love Americans. Germans also, they are also very good. Also, although also they also stick to their languages, and it's very hard to know. I mean, to study German. Oh, it's hard. But they are good people, friendly. Oh, of course, also Italians, although they stick to their language, they are also very good people.
Good and bad people all over, but
all over the world.
I'm glad you enjoy your time here.
Yeah.
So let's say what's one of the most difficult things about being a sister, about religious life? There's a lot of good, right? Seeing the world and missionary work, but
maybe what I would, to me, really, since I became a sister, I never regretted. I never really met something which is really so hard where I would say, really, I wish I wouldn't become a sister. I never met such a situation. But maybe if you are told to do a kind of a certain work and you don't intend to do that, or it's not your wish to do that, maybe that one can be a difficulty, because also in the congregation it depends. Let's say, for example, the congregation has schools, they have maybe hospitals, and they need people to run those hospitals. Maybe you would like to become a doctor, that's what you wish, but the congregation, as a congregation, would like you maybe to study about education in order to go to run in such a school. Yeah. So there you can be told, no, we would like you maybe if you can go and study about education. Maybe that one could be really a bit difficult. Otherwise, or maybe you are transferred to somewhere else, and then you go in that place where you are going, you find the language is difficult, the culture of the people is difficult, maybe things like that. But once, if you really go with one heart and determination, then you really get along.
Yeah, so we don't have obedience in the same way as diocesan priests, but I think that's really something that can be a challenge to be obedient to your superior, to your bishop.
Yeah.
But I found, and only 6 years as a priest, that it's really beautiful when you do trust in God and trust in the Holy Spirit moving through that.
Yeah, because that, as I said, like now, if you wish you want to become a doctor, but you are being requested if you can do education so that you go there. That's you have. Really, if you can give your opinions, but then the superior can say, oh, really, sister, we would like you because we see you are the one who can fit there. So their obedience come in. So you have to obey your superiors.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah, that can be especially tough for us Americans. We don't like that so much, but
it might be tough maybe if you don't have that vocation, let me call that way. But if you really have the really vocation, you will not find it. It might be a little bit hard in the beginning, but as the time goes and the years goes, then you see it is part and parcel of the life.
awesome. Well, thank you so much, sister. Thanks for sharing your wisdom and for your vocation.
Okay, you are welcome. You're welcome very much, and encourage other young people to come and join to the religious life. We'll be very happy.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thanks.